ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. How strong is Cosmic Armor Superman? Official Divine will be explaining this all in a 6 minute and 50-second video. You see, I'm just trying to prolong it to make the video longer. My fault, big bro. How strong is Cosmic Armor Superman? I never heard of Cosmic Armor Superman. The only Supermans I've ever heard of was Superman, the original Superman that they made, just OP, that could do anything in ever. And I've heard of Prime Superman. This is a little bit different for me. Without further ado, we're gonna hop right into it. If you enjoy the reaction, leave a like, comment down in the comment section below. You'll let me right to next, and as always, hit that sub button. Why haven't you hit the sub button yet?
Cosmic Armor Superman.
Cosmic Armor Superman. Hold on.
Like
hold on, Official Divine. Let's turn you up a little bit, big bro.
destiny carved into sound. For decades, we've called him the strongest hero alive, but that's just the tip of the cosmic.
Who do we think the strongest hero is ever? Is it Superman? Like include Marvel and DC. Like if worst came to worst type who is the strongest hero that could save us from anything? Would it be Superman? I don't know. I got Superman. I got Superman or the Flash. I got Superman or the Flash.
Iceberg. There are many versions of Superman, each one mightier than the last. Superman Prime 1 Million, a god who marinated in solar flames for 15,000 years, turning every atom of his being into living starfire. Superboy Prime, a god who retconned the entire DC multiverse with a punch, and Milkman Superman carrying all the—
What? He what?
power of Superman fused into one terrifying force. But out of the countless versions of Superman,
Milkman Superman. Yo, DC, bro, y'all really pissing me off.
there must be one that stands at the pinnacle, and I can guarantee that this one is #1. In a different universe.
Nah, there's no way he's stronger than Prime than Superman 1 million. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Superman 1 million literally created his own universe. I'm not about to hear it does. Nah.
Universe, on a different Earth, Lois Lane is going to die, and Superman's heart is fading in his hands. But that's when Zilo Vala, a monitor from beyond the edge of creation, arrives to confront Superman, asking for a simple request. The monitors are ancient beings that watch over the entire infinite multiverse, in the same way that God watches over us. They exist outside of reality, guarding against any and all catastrophes. Zilo Vala makes Superman a deal: defend the multiverse from the ultimate threat, and in return she'll give him the Bleed, a cosmic lifeblood capable of resurrecting Lois Lane instantly. Superman doesn't hesitate, because he's quite literally the hope of the universe. Zilo Vala takes him multiverse hopping, gathering other Supermen across infinite realities, but fate crashed them into limbo, a graveyard of forgotten stories, a place that even the gods have abandoned, a place where everyone goes to when they die. And there, in the silence of the endless dead tales, Superman discovers the Infinite Book, a tomb with no last page, as the words themselves have been written into eternity. And within those pages, Superman learns the truth. Before the entire multiverse, there was only the Overvoid, the blank canvas of existence. The Overvoid imagined a concept to explore its new creation, Dax Novu, the very first monitor. Dax Novu became a—
I've heard of Anti-Monitor. I've never heard of Dax Novu. See, this is why we're doing what we're doing. We're gonna go through all this. We're gonna go through a lot more of DC and Marvel included. We're gonna go through a lot, and we're gonna get to explain. We're gonna get to a lot of story arcs. We're gonna get to a lot because I don't know anything.
Obsessed with the infinite stories of the multiverse, and looking through his eyes, he saw the rise of evil incarnate. He saw himself corrupted, evolving into Mandrak, the Dark Monitor, the devil of all stories. Knowing that this darkness would one day consume all of creation, Dax Novu forged a failsafe. He crafted an armor. No, an idea shaped as armor. Forged in the very shape of Superman, because if Hope had a face, it would be his.
Wait, so what they're saying is this is like a prophecy. This is before existence or anything. So he prophesied that Superman would. I keep looking over here like there's a camera and there's not a camera. Superman was prophesied before anything. That's
The
crazy.
armor would lay dormant, waiting for the day it would be needed the most. The armor awakens when the balance of opposites is met. Ultraman and Superman, despair and hope, fear and courage. And when the equation completes, the thought robot activates, becoming the embodiment of Superman's story, Cosmic Armor Superman. When this robot awakens, it feels like the entire story is bending around it. It senses the reader's breath on a page and holds limbo, the place beyond death, beyond gods, beyond time.
Alright, bro. Y'all just want to make this motherfucker so OP, bro. He's already OP. Like, I think regular Superman can be any hero ever, bro. Realistically speaking, like regular Superman, like, bro.
Time on its fingertip like a speck of dust. It gazes upon beings like Mr. Mixie, a fifth-dimensional imp who views the multiverse as a child's drawing and still towers above him. Cosmic Armor Superman isn't bounded by strength alone. He's the narrative made flesh, the story alive. And when he confronts Mandrak in the Overvoid, the battlefield itself is the white space between panels, and this Superman's opponent is victory itself. Mandrak is written to win. The author's pen declares it. Fate accepts it. But Superman is more than the ink and script. He is hope refusing to yield. With each punch, he's not just fighting Mandrak, he's rewriting the entire story itself. The
Like, bro is goated. I'm not like Superman's goated, bro. Like, as much as like people like try and hate on Superman is goated, bro. Like, he's goated. The things he can do, the powers he has, and he never wants to turn. Has Superman ever turned evil? I don't think Superman's ever turned evil. He's like he's like he's like Captain America, just a billion times stronger. Like Captain America's righteous and fights for like equality and all that stuff like that, and fights for the good, like the greater good. Superman is that just a billion times stronger. It's insane.
heroes who will always rise, the heroes who defy destiny, who spits in the face of inevitability. The story of Superman, where the impossible bows to belief. The story starts.
He's like the perfect everything. Like he has the perfect mentality, the perfect this like Superman is written to always be just the embodiment of perfection.
To tip the scales in Superman's favor. The two titans clash not as characters but as narratives. Mandrak, the story of inevitable doom. Superman, the eternal gospel of hope. And in the end, hope wins. Cosmic Armor Superman is able to defeat Mandrak not because he's the strongest, not because the plot says so, but because the very essence of Superman's legend, the fire of never giving up, is a force that cannot die. Superman throws Mandrak into the Overvoid, erasing the shadow of despair from existence itself. Retrieving the bleed in his hands, he heals Lois Lane, because once again, Superman proves the ultimate truth. The story of Superman makes impossibilities possible. Overall, Cosmic Armor Superman would scale 4 layers into Outer Versal with a relevant speed. And shout out to Thunder who dropped 50 to sponsor this remake, because in the end the story of Superman is made to be unbeatable. This is hope made manifest, rising even above the gods themselves to prove that he's the strongest. Because even if you are written to win, and that's what the author said, you better start digging your grave, because you'll still end up dead. What's up, guys? It's
The Man of Steel, man. I mean, the greatest hero ever is Superman, bro. Imagine if we got a peak Superman movie, bro. Like just like peak Superman movie. You know what that would do in box office? A peak Superman movie would probably be the most grossing film ever. Like the perfect action, perfect storyline, perfect everything. Would break. Like everyone loves Superman. He's the embodiment of perfection, and he's OP. Like bro can't die, he can't be killed. He'll come back to life. He ain't a cheat code. Without further ado, that is it for my reaction. Hold on though, because Superman can't beat this motherfucker right here now. After watching, if you made it this far in the video, after watching the Tournament of Power, you're not about to tell me that Superman can beat him. Come on. Without further ado, that's it for my reaction. If you enjoyed the reaction, leave a like, comment, and comment section below. And show me reaction next. And as always, hit that sub button.